Alrighty, folks, welcome to tonight's coverage here from Iowa Speedway in the Area 51 and Truck Series going live here in just a moment. Welcome everyone to the racetrack here at Iowa. Again, this is round number 2 for the Area 51 Truck Series. Again, they're taking on Iowa here tonight for 75 laps. Practice going on right now. We'll get your practice running order up in just a moment. See on the side of your screen, Bud Steele right now the fastest one in practice. Good run there for Bud Steele. That's Mr. Johnson second there. Dylan in third as well. John back there in fourth. Tony Boyd fifth. That's your top 5 in practice. And a name missing out of the top 5 there, Robert Richards there in 7th. Again, he won the practice race that we ran here a few short weeks ago. And he's a little bit back in the pack right now, but I'm sure by the time the night is over, he'll get up through there. Again, track temp right now, 104 degrees, air temp 72. So very high track temp right now. Expect that to cool out off as the race moves forward tonight. Again, welcome everyone to tonight's coverage of the Area 51 Truck Series here live at Iowa. Wait on everybody, get everybody in here. And then we will go over our points standings coming into this evening. Alright everybody, we are here. Let's take a look at the point standings coming into tonight in the Area 51 Truck Series. Dude Conrad on with the lead coming into tonight. Ryan there you see setting second, 1 point off. Dylan Master third, and Jack Walls fourth. John fifth. John Brill sixth. Ryan Kelly seventh. Michael Spell eighth. Logan Hilton ninth, and Eric Laurie 10th. So there you go. There's your top 10 in coming into the night. So it should be interesting here when we get them going here in just a moment. See who's going to come out of the second round with a good run. I will tell you what, if practice is any indication, Bud Steele with a strong truck, along with Charles Johnson. And let's see if we get a hold of one of these guys right now. Let's see here if they may be available to talk. Hey, Bud Steele, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy on me?
Hey, Matt.
How are you doing tonight, my friend?
We're in a driver's meeting right now, but what you got, buddy?
I was just going to talk to you as the top of the board, but I'll let you go here and I'll pull you back here in a minute.
Hey,
All right, we'll let them get done with their driver's meeting here in just a moment. We'll pull them back down. So we'll wait for this driver's meeting to conclude. Again, Bud Steele with a really, really good lap time there. Good job on his part. We're just kind of in a holding pattern here. Again, practice being put on hold as well for these guys. We've seen some really, really quick lap times out there tonight. And what we're going to do while they're in the driver's meeting, we're going to step away for a national anthem. And when we come back, we'll see if we can get a word with it. All right, we're back here at the racetrack, and as you can see, the racetrack has roared back to life at the conclusion of that driver's meeting. And nothing's changed really on the board that much, honestly, right now. Bud Steele, though, with a fast truck here tonight, I suspect he will be able to parlay that pretty well here tonight. Johnson back still in there, third in that 3 truck. And let's see here. Everybody is wrapping up practice here, about 6 minutes remaining here in practice here tonight. And I'll tell you what, it's going to be a quick race here this evening. But from what we're seeing in practice here, these trucks tend to be a little bit on the freer side in these hot weather conditions like we have here. So we're going to watch the trucks get free. You see the 08 there of John working the bottom. That could be a very dangerous spot down there on the inside. You don't have the banking to hold that truck. Well, right now, 4 minutes remaining in practice. And right now, everybody pretty much the same times on the board that they were earlier. You see Bud Steele right there on top of the board. He's holding that position pretty well here. Good lap time. He was about 10th faster than Johnson. Johnson here struck to win. You see him using that middle lane quite a bit, which tells me that lower lane maybe a little bit slickier for him on the start. Again, that higher track temperature is having a lot to do with that. You can't get the truck to stick to the bottom of the racetrack the way you would like it to. And you can see still, and you can see that right here in practice. No weight on the bottom, shorter way around, a little bit harder to get the throttle down than the guys are running the top side of the racetrack. 3 minutes remain here before we go into qualifying. Could be a pretty good race here tonight. Everybody seems to be pretty under control. Not seeing these trucks step out a lot or do any crazy things. Bud still on pit road. John right there in the 08 set 4th. You can see on board here with the 08 truck there for a second. He works his way around with Brooks there in the 76 truck. On board here at just doing some ride along here. With John as he works his way around Iowa. Well, I'm looking at this and it looks to me like everybody's stable race truck looks pretty good. And you look at Spell there in the 88 truck up near the wall. Ed Decker's back here as well. Diego Vasquez, Ryan, Jeremy Funk, Dude Conrad, Eric Worry, Paul Patterson back here. Good to see him out on the racetrack tonight. Jim Brooks in the 76 rolling on at pit road as well. Timothy G. Wright. Dennis back here in the 11 as well. So, 1 minute remaining. It's going to be interesting to see if Bud Steele and Charles Johnson, they can qualify those trucks on the front row like they have in practice here. And if those trucks hold up over a longer run. You know, I watched it earlier in a race I was calling on Max Speed TV where trucks that qualified in the front row, they severely fell off in a hurry. And it'd be interesting to see if the same thing happens here where the guys that are fast in practice aren't necessarily the fastest in the actual race. Well, and we'll go back and we'll take a look here at Paul Patterson and James Ledford right there as well in the 48 involved in this. Tony Boyd out there on track in that 52, rolling into fifth here. Tony having a little bit of problems. And if I'm not mistaken, Tony Boyd just ran over Darlington, so big adjustment here to Iowa. Well, qualifying is going to start here. Practice over. Get our qualifying grid up and on track right now. Tony Boyd rolling out Robert Richardson, Jude Conrad. There is Mr. Harrison Chandler as well, rolling out on track in that 29 truck. Nice and easy into turn 1 and 2. Taking a look here as Ted Deckard rolls off pit road. And Bud Steele heading down into 3 and 4 as well. Again, Bud qualified or practiced on the pole. We'll see what he can pull off here in this SpaceX truck. Across the stripe. Right now, Harrison Chandler holds the pole at a 22.946. That's a 22.946. Jude Conrad there, 22.998. Taking a look at Bud Steele works his way out of turn number 4 and across the stripe. Right into P1, Bud Steele, right where he was at there for practice. Now let's see here. Charles Johnson actually split off a little bit of his lap time. Charles and E7 for Charles right now. Bud though still on top of the board. And let's see here. Bud still on top of the board. A couple more trucks rolling out. That is Brian along with Michael Spell. Spell there in that 88 truck at the end of pit road. Doesn't look like he's going to roll out just yet. 2 minutes still remaining. He may be waiting just a little bit here. Ryan, though, up to speed in that number 24 machine off the corner. Toyota Tundra, he's going to abort the lap. Looks like he got in the outside wall. Smart move, grab the brakes, bring that truck to a stop, reset everything, and go out and try it again. Two minutes left, almost a minute left here in qualifying. Let's see if we can grab a word with a couple of guys here. Hey, bud, it's Matt up in the booth. You got me?
Hey, Matt. How you doing, buddy? Sorry
Uh,
about that earlier.
oh, you're fine, buddy. Well, dude, it's about a minute and 40 left in qualifying here. Right now, you're on pole. You were fastest in practice. What's your plan if you start up front here?
Try to stay there. Uh, hopefully, track might cool down a little bit and can run the bottom. But I'm probably gonna, go up and run second lane. Try to save some tires for the end of the run.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, you definitely did a good job in qualifying there, my man. You got the car pretty quick, or truck, I should say, pretty quick out there. Hopefully, you can give that SpaceX machine a good ride tonight, buddy.
Hey, thanks a lot, Matthew. Appreciate it. Doing a great job, man.
No, I appreciate it, buddy. And one other question: did you go borrow like a rocket off of Elon Musk or something for that SpaceX machine?
Not yet. I think that's still illegal.
10-4, buddy. Well, best of luck to you.
Thanks, sir.
All right, there you have it. Bud's still on top, and we're keeping an eye on Michael Spell here as he has not rolled out. 35 seconds. He's not going to turn a lap. And let's see his thoughts right quick. Hey, Michael Spell, it's Matt in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, bud, I got it. Go ahead.
All right, man. Well, you've been sitting at the end of pit road here forever. Did you just elect not to roll out, not to take a lap?
Yeah, actually, I just got in my truck to check my my on-screen apps to make sure they're in the right place.
All righty, man. Well, what's the plan? Getting that 88 to the front tonight. You'll be starting far back.
Just stay out of trouble early. I debated whether or not to qualify, but I think we're probably going to have a few early cautions. So hopefully, I can just keep it in good shape, save all my fast repairs, and be there at the end.
All righty, buddy. Well, best of luck to you, and hopefully your plan works out for you, my man.
All right, Matt. Thanks, man.
Alrighty, folks, here we go. We're going to go ahead and get your slide jump sales, racing diecast, and collectibles. Starting lineup, Bud Steele grabs the pole here tonight in that 53 truck. Great job from Bud Steele getting the pole here at Iowa. Kind of a great run there for him. Outside of Mr. Bud Steele, Mr. John there in the 08. Great run as well outside the front row. Starting third, Harrison Chandler. Tony Boyd there in the 52, recovering in that Toyota to score fourth. And inside roll number 3, Robert Richards, Dude Conrad outside in 6th. 7th will go to Dennis and Mr. Johnson there, 8th. No, Johnson, he was up near the front during practice, dropped off there a little bit in qualifying. See if he can get that number 14 truck back up front. Starting 9th, Gabe Butler, Ted Deckard, 10th. Good start for both those guys. 11th, Robert Thomas. 12th is Ryan Joyley in the 24, and 13th, Ken Worley, James Ledford 14th, 15th, Illinois Master, Gary Whitmire Jr., if I can talk tonight, 16th, 17th, Timothy Wright, Eric Worry, 18th, starting 19th, Dwight Flesh, 20th, Michael Spell, 21st, Diego Vasquez, Jim Brooks, 22nd, Jeremy Funk, 23rd, 24th, Mike Morrison, and rounding out the field, 25th, Paul Patterson. Well, let's take a look here at your track facts here. Iowa, a 4-corner, a little less than a mile racetrack. 75 laps here, 67 miles. Track temp 103 degrees, air temp 72, and 2-mile-an-hour winds out of the north. When we go racing here in just a moment. Man, it should be a good one here tonight. We get ready to turn them loose once again. Well, Bud Steele is going to bring them down from the front row in that number 53 SpaceX machine. And indeed, our scoring will get caught up here as soon as we take the green flag. So here we go. Race number 2 of the season for the Area 51 Truck Series, getting ready to get underway here from Iowa. Out of turns 3 and 4, you'll see that iRacing pace car take that hard left-hand turn. Wait on it, wait on it, wait on it. And a little longer around through here. Pace car off, but still leads them down. And green, a green flag rolling here at Iowa. Bud Steele on the loud pedal will take over the race lead pretty much immediately. He's going to have Chandler right there as well. You see everybody working their way through. Our kicker's going to go crazy for a moment. Look at Boyd there on the outside line, and that 52 truck working his way down through. But it looks like Steele is going to lead lap number 1. Well, out of turn number 4, indeed, Steele leads lap number 1. Harrison Chandler back here in 4th. And right there with him, that's Tony Boyd, Robert Richards there, our defending winner here from the test race. Up into the top 5 here already, using that second groove in that 12 truck. He'll slide up alongside, coming to complete lap number 2. Now 3 laps in the books. A little bit of pressure up front. That's going to be Bud Steele under pressure. And John's going to get to the bottom of that 08 machine. He's going to be there in 3 and 4. Bud Steele's going to have to hold that outside line. Off of turn number 4, Bud has the momentum, and Bud will clear back to the race lead. We'll drop back a little further here, side-by-side battle. Dennis alongside of Ryan there. 24 and the 11 going at it. Off of turn number 2. Boyd, you see him right there in 3rd. The 1 truck back here, Gabe Butler back here as well, and that Rainbow machine back there in the 9th position. Charles Johnson in 10th. James Ledford back here in 11th. 11 trucks recycled back through so far. Still out front. Not by much though. He's got company up there for the race lead. And still fighting it off here, but still running the high side, able to hold on. Boyd coming from behind there, trying to take over that 2nd position. Early on, still in this one, 6 out of 75 complete. Still, oh, he'll squeeze down, hang on to that position as they race their way into 3 and 4. Steele is going to have to do a really good job of just holding back the momentum of John and Boyd as well, as those two are right there behind him. Steele again to the outside line, trying to get the momentum up. Here comes Richards. Robert Richards up into the top 4, doing a great job picking him up. Steele trying to hang on to the race lead, but this time it looks like John's going to get it clear off of turn number 4. No, Steele fights his way back, and clear is Bud Steele. And actually to the outside now, Boyd trying to make a run at 2nd. And you see that outside line and how much that momentum matters. But Richards here able to pick him off there on the bottom. Richards trying to ease through to 3rd. And we're still in 4th. Conrad 5th. Or 6th, excuse me. And 7th is going to go to Mr. Ryan. We're standing us back here in 8th and that 11 machine. Truck really high off the turn 4 back here. That's back here around that Ken Morley machine. Right there with James Ledford in that 48. They got it situated here. 9 laps complete here already. 9 in the books here already tonight, folks. It doesn't take long to click off some laps here at Iowa. Not missing anything up front. There's a 2/10 of a second gap there between Steele and P2 of John. John trying to pull the gap back down. Nothing missing there. still hanging in there out front right now. Doing a great job. Well, we're going to jump back up here with Steele as he tries to hang on. He's got company right on his tailgate. That's going to be John trying to take over that position the best he can. He'll drop low, can't do anything here. Steele still out front, doing a great job here. Boyd, though, right there in third, not letting those front two trucks get away from him at all. Ooh, Boyd almost into the outside wall. He has to jerk that truck back to the left pretty hard there to keep it out of the fence. Meanwhile, Steele hanging on, running, keeping all his momentum up. Harrison Chandler back to fifth. Ryan sixth. Drew Conrad 7th. Dennis 8th. Dylan back here in 9th at that 3 truck. And way back here, Diego Vasquez, the white flash, these guys back here in the back of the pack. Around in that 20th position. Kind of rough night for these guys so far. Well, back up near the front of the field, checking in here with Harrison. As you see, Bud Steele still fending off that challenge from John. John's still dropping to the bottom, trying to make the inside work, but as these tires wear off more and more, it's going to get harder and harder on John to even try to complete that pass. We'll go on board with John here. On the roof with John right behind Bud Steele in that SpaceX machine. Bud's truck looking pretty stable right now. Ooh, John nearly gets in the back of Bud. Huge checkup there. John does a great job to stay off of Bud, but that could have been huge. As they rocket down the back straightaway one more time. Ooh, we got a tight race back there. That's 12 and 52 of Boyd going at it. Richards and Boyd very tight on each other's door. Well, I'm pretty impressed. These guys have kept it clean here for 18 circles. Around here doing a great job. Everybody giving each other room. Bud Steele in that middle groove, hanging on. Tony Boyd back here in third. Richards 4. 20 out of the 75 complete. Ryan 5th. Harrison Chandler 6th. Lee Conrad 7th. Right now, Dylan in 8th. Dennis 9th. Gabe Butler 10th. As they battle it out here. And right now, everybody doing an amazing job. 21 laps complete. Tires are definitely wearing cars. Johnson split back to 12. Johnson's kind of slipped off the pace a little bit. Trying to run them back down. And you see the lap times here is falling off quite a bit. Right at over a second. Drop off in lap times here just in 22 laps. Meanwhile, John's still trying to fight the bottom to get underneath Bud. Can't do it. Side by side behind him. Boyd Richards going at it here. That's for third. Can Richards complete the pass? If he can slide up in front, move Richards in that 12 truck to third. Ooh, trucking the outside wall. Turn number 2. Beating and banging right behind them. They'll hang on to it. Ryan underneath Chandler now. And Ryan has to drop back in line. And right now, still up near the front, the 08 doing a great job trying to get a run there on Bud Steele the best he can. Battle back here for about 11th as well. You see the one truck on the outside hanging on to that spot. That's going to be Gabe there in 9th, hanging on to that 9th position right now. 26 out of 75 in the books. Richards, though, still sets in 3rd, trying to make something happen in that number 12 machine. Richards getting a good run off the corner, trying to close down on the back bumper of John. John trying to stay with Bud. Richards, of course, won the test race here a couple of weeks ago. Al Richards trying to pick up another win here, helping in the point standings. Through the 3 and 4, running that second highest line. Richards really keeping the momentum up in that number 12 truck. 27 on the board. And Richards doing a great job closing that gap down to that 3rd position. See a top 3 battle here, 3 trucks under a blanket. And here we go into the corner. Here comes the 08 one more time, sending it in. Man, oh man, and he's going to get alongside Bud, but again, Bud's going to hold on. Using that top lane to perfection. Here comes Robert Richards trying to slide in on the outside to grab the momentum around the 08 truck. 29 laps on this stint so far. I expect pit stops around the lap 40 to 45, I believe, here at Iowa. And right now, still hanging on. Dropping back here a little bit. We'll take a look there at the 3 truck at going up to 8th. Tony Boyd hanging on in 4th. And right now up front, we got a pass for the lead. John has gotten a long sign. Bud Steele, he was nosed out ahead, but still fighting back again on that outside, using the momentum out of forward. John really trying to push Steele up the racetrack to complete the pass. Not going to happen. He's going to lose back ground to Steele in 1 and 2. Richards sets 3rd here. And out of turn number 2, Steele hangs on. He will continue to lead. 31 in the books here tonight. Steve Conrad back here in the 8th machine as well. Fail also back here. And now Richards has gained up on John. John got high there. Here we go. Battle up front one more time. Now John, look, he's able to get to the outside of Bud. And Bud's going to head to pit road lap 32. Not quite as far as I thought they would go here to 32. And Bud heads on to pit road for his first stop of the evening, lap number 32. Every lap that these guys turn, that's going to be a lap that Bud can use his fresh tires. There's another truck on the pit road. John's going to take over the race lead. But as long as Bud has a clear entrance and exit, doesn't run into any problems, he will have a lap or so on fresh tires. Bud there at the exit of pit road, rolling out right now. In that number 58 machine, one of, or 53 machine, one of the first trucks pitting here tonight. And now we're going to keep an eye on these front trucks when they come down pit road. Nice and smooth. They're going on lap number 35 of their stint. And right now, Richards about 4 tenths off. We're going to compare lap times here. as Bud gets back up to speed. Look, he's trying to work his way through traffic. And you see just how much faster new tires are. But he's having to work his way through this traffic here. He doesn't have the cleanest racetrack. Take advantage of it right now. Boyd's still right there in second. Now as Richards dives on the pit road, make it the second truck out of these top few on pit road goes to Robert Richards. Well, and we continue here through this cycle. See Richards right there getting 4 fresh tires. And in comparison, let's see where Bud is at. Bud Steele, there goes Bud. You see Robert pit road right there. A pretty good comparison in those two. Well, Boyd out front in that 52 machine right now as we're working our way through this pit cycle. John hitting pit road here just about a lap ago. Handing it over to Boyd out front. Dylan right there in second. Everybody making their stops here. But he should be about good to go to the end here, most likely. Well, Boyd there in the 52 truck hanging on. Look at Butler up in third through this cycle of stops. Chandler in a second. Again in the midst of a green flag cycle of stops. And Bud Steele, he's Steele right there. Gonna be in up to 5th position. First car that has stopped is Bud Steele. So I expect him to get the lead here when this thing cycles through all the way. See this mix of traffic here. Look at the speed difference as Bud Steele has to cut to the bottom. Working his way by Chandler there. Just an immense amount of speed difference. Butler's still out there on the racetrack right now on old tires, doing what he can. And we're going to go on board with a couple of these trucks. Looking at the back bumper of Chandler as these faster trucks approach. You see how much Chandler's out of the throttle there. Up there on the apron as well. Well, man, this is really mixed up, the running order, and caution, and that's not what these guys want to see. Yellow flag on the racetrack. And that's going to throw all this strategy into limbo. We'll see if we can find the yellow here. Indeed, it was Robert Richards, and it was Boyd coming up the racetrack getting into Robert. Ooh, a couple of trucks having to do a crazy time just to get around Robert there, as he went around in that 52 truck. And on one more time on board with Robert. You see the contact coming up. Yep, right there. Around goes Robert. Walks the truck down. Everybody doing a nice job getting around him. First yellow of the evening, lap number 46 of 75. And these guys will head to pit road. And while they do so, I'm going to step out of the booth for just one moment. Grab a quick drink of water here, folks, as we got the first show of the evening, 75 or 47 out of 75 here this. Alrighty, folks, back here with you. As this works its way out, with the yellow happening at the end of green flag cycles there, it looks like a Boyd, Chandler, Butler, Thomas, and Steele will be your top five. So it's definitely mixed up the top five here. But of course, had pitted earlier, and by that yellow coming out, he got trapped a lap down, but was able to get back on the lead lap through the process of wave rounds and such. And now everybody's on the lead lap. You see the wave round trucks going around there, which is about half the field. They may have to delay the start here because they're not going to catch them. It's going to be tight if they have to delay it here. And we will get the green here with 25 laps remaining. Chandler gaining some track position along with Boyd, and green flag getting ready to go back in the air. Here we go, back underway at Iowa. Green, green, green. Now, Chandler, Boyd, Butler, your top three here. Doing a great job taking over the first three positions. Here comes Steele on the bottom of the racetrack. Oh, a ton faster. You see the speed difference. Steele able to pick up one spot here. Battle for the race lead at the same time. Meanwhile, 4 and 5 wide behind them. A gaggle of race trucks right here off 4. Just a straight gaggle. Start one right here in the 24. They're all over each other here through the corner. Take it nice and easy, guys. Easy does it. But man, oh man, Boyd up there in second. You see Boyd fly through the camera there. 2 and 3 wide back here. Man, oh man. By trying to hang on to it, Steele up to third. And nice and easy, the 05 there on the bottom of the racetrack. That's Thomas dropping back to about 6th. It's going to be the battle for 7th with the 08 there as well. Robert Richards, who brought that yellow out, getting tapped there back here in 8th, trying to work his way through the field. 54 laps in the books here already. Now Chandler's able to maintain out front for now. Bell back here with Ken Worley as well. Well, everybody's going to start to settle down here. We'll have 20 laps to go. Steele has been able to jump to that second position underneath Boyd. Means he's going to have to try to run down Chandler. He's 7/10 of a second back. Coming this time to 20 laps to go. And Chandler will do a great job at stretching it out over the field just a little bit in that 29 machine. Steele, Boyd, Butler, all these guys right here together. And Ryan right there in 5th, and John 6th, Robert Thomas 7th. And 19 laps to go here. And Harrison Chandler out front, Steele runs in second, 6/10 of a second back. Harrison Chandler trying to hang on, Steele trying to close the gap, Boyd right there as well. And back in the pack, there's the 23 of Ken right back here as well. They're mixing it up in this pack of trucks also. Right with each other, 17 laps to go. The gap up front, 5/10 of a second here. 17 laps remaining. Man, what a race it has been. Holy cow. Can't ask much more than this. Look, 2 and 3 wide using every lane of the racetrack. And this is back here 11th, 12th, 13th positions. Man, oh man. And right now, Steele hanging on 2/10. He's closed the gap down that much. We're going to stay focused here on this huge battle between 11th, 12th, and 13th. And we will monitor that gap up front. 3/10 second now is your gap. Boyd back over a second. And Brooks high off of turn number 2. He has to check up. And a bunch of great battling around the racetrack. Here comes Steele now. He is drawing a bead on the back bumper. Chandler will ride on board with Steele here on board this number 53 machine. 13 laps to go, and he is to the back bumper. Harrison almost contact. Holy cow. These two racing each other hard. Harrison trying to hang on. He gets tight. He'll slide up the racetrack. And that's going to open up the door for Bud Steele. And you can see, looking back, can he get it clear? He's all but clear, and he clears Harrison. Harrison immediately back to the bottom of the racetrack. Man, what a war. Harrison can't complete the pass on the bottom. He'll try to stay with him on exit. New leader, Bud Steele, 12 laps to go. Man, what a power move out of that 53 SpaceX machine. "11 laps to go this time by. Bud Steele out front. Harrison Chandler second. Third right now, Tony Boyd. Ryan fourth. Gabe Butler fifth. John back here in sixth as well. In the midst of quite a bit of lap traffic, looks like 14 back here as well. Man, oh man. What a race we've seen with 10 laps to go. Meanwhile, up front, the battle continues. I don't think Harrison's going away that easy. Staying right there with Bud, trying to make something work anyway. 9 laps to go this time by. Harrison doing everything he can, staying right with Bud Steele. Really pushing that truck, trying to stay with him. And look at Harrison shoot the bottom, but he just, and if he can draw alongside, maybe try to slide job Bud a little bit, slide that truck up in front of him. Harrison again running that low line. Bud having to lift more and more on the top side. Harrison making up ground, staying with that number 53 truck. Coming to 7 laps to go this time by. Harrison and Bud going at it. Chandler versus Steele here, coming to 6 laps to go. 6 to go this time by. Harrison again to the very bottom of the racetrack. Steele to the outside line. 2 different lanes. One objective, try to go fast. That's your only objective. Harrison now moving back and forth, looking for a lane, looking for a way around Bud. Harrison again drops to the bottom, can't do it. Everyone else kind of backed off here. We'll drop back here just a second. Little group of cars led by Boyd. Boyd in the number 52. And right behind him, Ryan and Gabe Butler back here as well, side by side with the 08 of John. John trying to work his way back through. The gap up front, 0.2 of a second. Now back down to a 10th. 4 laps to go this time by. We'll check back in with the race leaders. Look at Harrison, able to get a good run. Bud ran a little bit lower, didn't hold the momentum as well. Harrison's just got to get close enough to him. Maybe he can send that truck in on the bottom and try something. He loses that momentum again and yellows out on the speedway, and that's going to change everything. Oh my goodness. Looks like it may be the 51 of Patterson. No, Timothy Wright. Oh man, and then Robert Thomas. Oh no. Let's see what happens here. Charles Johnson, there's trucks wrecking in front of them. All of this, they wreck trying to avoid it. Oh my goodness. See the 3. A couple of trucks hard into the inside wall. Man. Well, you know what that means, folks. It's going to be green, white, checkered time. And my question is, do you come down and get tires? We've seen tires play a big role here tonight. And indeed, Bud Steele brings his truck down. 3 laps to go. Anybody trying to stay out to try to win this race? I don't think anybody will. But he looks to be heading to pit road here. Maybe a couple of trucks staying out. Wait till it gets cycled through here. Man, this yellow changes everything. Here we go off of pit road. The 3 is going to stay out. Richards with some tire strategy first off pit road, looks like. Indeed, Richards had to have took 2 there. So I believe Richards took 2 tires there, and that's going to get him out in front. So here we go. Look at them lined it back up. Once again, still being scored in 3rd. Richards rolling the dice here, trying to come away with the win. Richards out there in that 12 truck. Again, this will be a green, white, checkered. Here we go. First GWC of the evening. And man, Richards in a great spot here, right in front of Bud Steele. Light still on the pace car. This could be a shootout here at Iowa. Again, a little bit of tire strategy being played here by Robert Richards. I believe it was 2 tires. Now we're scoring Steele in 2nd. Still trying to get the lineup exactly perfect here for this restart. The 3, who has scored 2nd, has dropped way back. Well, we'll get ready to get them double file here in just one moment to get them going once again. Short track shootout here, green, white, checkered at Iowa. Richards and Steele on the front row. Row number 2, the 24 and Harrison. Can Harrison do something with Steele? Can Richards hold Steele off? We're getting ready to find out. Richards trying to make those 2 tires work. Here we go, green, white, checkered time here at Iowa, out of turn number 4. Green, white, checkered on the board. Here we go, folks. One more time around. We're going to get it green flag and then the white flag and hopefully the checkered flag. Here we go. And green, green, green. We're rolling. Richards with a pretty good start here. He's going to inch ahead there in that 12 machine. Now the question becomes, can Bud get clear for 2nd in turn number 1? And how much will they gain on Robert? Out of turn number 2. Robert with a decent gap into 3 and 4. Here comes Bud on the outside, but he can't get clear of the 24 truck. Out of turn number 4, Bud's going to get clear here. White flag in the air one more time around. Has he got enough to get the Richards? Richards, 2 tires versus 4 tires. Bud, good run through 1 and 2. Richards is going to have to lift. It's going to be through 3 and 4. Which lanes does Richards take? Richards takes the bottom. Bud to the outside. Bud has to lift. Bud in the outside wall. They're wrecking behind him. And Robert Richards, hang on. Holy cow. Robert Richards hung on and got the win as they were wrecking behind him. Great job, Robert Richards. We'll go take a look out of turn number 4. And we'll actually go on board here with Bud Steele. And you see this run that he gets to Robert Richards. Right there. He's right there at the back bumper. Has to lift. He's going to get in the outside wall. Richards gets away, and that's it. One more replay here. Now, right behind them, see John back here as well. On board with John. We're going to see the stack up happen now. I think turns the 4 around. See right here, boom, boom, boom. Yep, nothing he could really do. The 24 goes for a ride. Unfortunately for him, gonna get scored 12th. What a finish. But Robert Richards hangs on to get the win here tonight at Iowa. And we'll see if we can get a word with Mr. Richards here in a moment. Hey, Robert, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy on me?
Yes, sir.
Well, buddy, you played some strategy and it played off for you, man.
Yeah, I don't know how that worked. Everybody told me it wasn't going to work. I don't even know how it worked. I just went for it and it worked.
Take 2 tires there, bud.
Yeah, I took 2 tires. After that caution, of course, the caution was, I didn't see the guys wrecking at the bottom, and they checked up, and I didn't want to rear end the guy in front of me, so I shot under him, and I overcorrected it, and I got into him, and it brought up the caution.
Well, nevertheless, it paid out for you, buddy. Congratulations in here tonight, Robert.
Yeah, it was definitely hard fought. It wasn't easy. I did not think taking 2 tires was gonna make it, but knew coming to the checkered, if I protected the bottom, I knew Bud was gonna try to give me the bump, and he did. So I was able to hold it down there and bring it home.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, congratulations on the win, buddy.
Thank you, Matt.
Hey, bud, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy of me, brother?
Hey, Matt. Long race.
Oh, so close.
Actually, pretty short.
All right, buddy. My system walked up. Yeah, it was a short race, but you fed hard for it there, my man.
I gave it all I had. I didn't know whether take 2 or 4 tires on that last stop. Looked like 2 would have worked, but kudos to Robert. He took the gamble, and it did work.
Alrighty, man. Well, you had a hard fought run there. You ran up front all race. Obviously, you grabbed the pole. When you was coming to 3 and 4, did you think you had a shot at getting him?
Oh, I thought I had it until that caution came out. Yeah, I didn't want to see that.
Alrighty, man. Well, nevertheless, a good start to your season there, bud.
Oh, definitely. This is a good group of guys, good setup, good track. Yeah, it was a fun race.
Him for it, buddy. Well, congratulations on Pete.
Hey, thanks, Matthew. Keep up the good work, partner.
No problem, buddy. Good race there, bud. Alrighty, folks. Well, there you have it. Unfortunately, third is not in for me to interview with them. So we're going to go through our unofficial finishing results here tonight at Iowa. You can see there Richard Steele, John third, Chandler fourth. Gabe sets there fifth, and sixth goes to Spell. Nice run for Spell. Worley seventh, and eighth, right quick in the 48 is Mr. Ledford. I don't know why his name's not showing there. Ninth goes to Wright. 10th goes to Mr. Dillon there in that 3 machine. 11th, Brooks. 12th is Ryan. You see him go around there at the very end. They're in that 24 machine. Mr. Boyd, 13th. Funk, 14th. Vasquez 15th. 16th goes to Conrad, Duke Conrad. 17th to Thomas. 18th to Lori Deckard. 19th Patterson. And 21st goes to Morrison. Morrison Flesh 22nd. Johnson unofficially 23rd. Back there in 24th position. Good run, good going there for Dennis 24th and Gary 20th. Well, folks, that's going to do it here tonight from the Area 51 Truck Series. We'll see you back here next Wednesday evening. Once again, until next time, stay safe and God bless. We'll see you next